I am so excited to tell you all about our vacation at Hotel Xcaret, or like they say, Xcaret in Riviera Maya, Mexico. You guys, it was one of the coolest vacations I've ever been on, and I got a huge response on social media, on my Instagram. And so I decided to show you a little bit about our trip. So this video will ultimately be kind of a tour of me walking through the hotel, showing you some of the things that we loved about it and that we did during our trip, as well as our amazing room. Oh my gosh. But first, I want to answer just a few of the most common questions that I received about our trip, including cost, our favorite part, what we did, how the all inclusive experience impacted us, and a few others. So just bear with me as I answer these questions, and then you can see all of the incredible videos of the vacation. First question I received was, what was the experience like during COVID? So we traveled for a wedding during September 2020. So we definitely were kind of in the thick of COVID. And it was honestly incredible. I even told my husband, as frustrating as the masks can feel and be sometimes, it was nice to feel like, okay, I'm not going to get sick on this trip because everyone is so careful and aware. So we basically were hand sanitizing constantly as soon as we stepped into the hotel property. They give you hand sanitizer. They even spray your backpacks and suitcases down with sanitizer. And then all of the staff are wearing their masks. However, in the hotel area, not everyone wore them. The staff kind of left it to our discretion to wear them or not wear them. So you'll see people throughout wearing them, not wearing them. So just being aware of that. But overall, we felt like they handled everything really well and took all of the necessary precautions for COVID. Okay, next question. How much did the trip cost? I feel that it was an amazing deal, which is one of the reasons I will definitely do an all inclusive hotel again, among others. But it was just so stress free. And I'll get to that. But overall, the cost for both of our flights, I flew out with my husband, Jesse. We paid a total of about $864 for both of the flights. And that was from Albuquerque, which we tend to have a much smaller airport and flights tend to be a lot more. So it could be even cheaper for you. So for our room, we actually got upgraded because of some issues and discrepancies with the room. So we paid for a swim up oceanfront room, and those are about $936 a night. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of money. Yes, it is. We definitely went kind of all out for this trip, but this is also paying for food and drinks and all of the hotel activities. So these are the parks, the Explore Park where you get to do a ton of adrenaline activities. It pays for Shell Ha, Tulum, a tour of Tulum. So there are a bunch of parks which you can see on their website, and this includes a day or multiple days of those. Even if you wanted to go every single day to a park, it's completely paid for. So that was the beauty of this, that you're paying not just for the room, and you have to keep that in mind and sort through basically how much everything else would cost when determining what you're paying for the room. However, the most basic rooms start at about $495. Of course, this varies depending on when you're traveling, but even the most basic rooms are absolutely beautiful and include everything else as well. So we stayed for about 6 days, and for our entire trip, including flights, food, drinks, room, activities, which we spent about 3, 4 days doing activities, we paid a total of about $6,000 for the entire trip, which for us was a win, especially considering the room that we stayed in was an absolute dream, which you'll see in the video. Another question is, what are some things you would have changed? The first thing I would say, the worst part of our experience was that we flew in late at night. I think we got in around 11 o'clock p.m., and there were only 3 people in front of us in the lobby, and there was only one person working in the lobby, and we waited for about 2.5 hours. So it wasn't until 1:30 in the morning that we got into our room. So to say I was a little bit frustrated, I didn't say anything. We just kind of stuck it out. I did ask one other person, is there someone else who can help us? It was just a process. Everyone else that I spoke with when they checked in during the day, because we went with a wedding party, they said their check in was easy. It took about 25 minutes to 45 minutes. Definitely different than in America where it takes 5 minutes, but just expect that maybe to be a little bit more of a process. But I would recommend getting there earlier in the day. Also, the shuttles from the airport tend to run more often during the day, so you won't be waiting at the airport as long. We waited probably about 40 minutes at the airport waiting for the shuttle. Aside from that, I don't think I would have changed a thing. We did pick up water from the gas station. The shuttle took us to one of the gas stations and we picked up purified water. Everyone has heard about water in Mexico. So picking up, we got like 2 gallon jugs of water. We used it to brush our teeth, to drink. But Hotel Xcaret also offers purified water every single day. When they clean your room, they offer more. And you can also ask for that at any point and they'll bring it to you. That is one part about our room that we loved, as well as that we had a personal butler. So the swim up oceanfront room has a personal butler and they basically bring you whatever you want. So I would call and say, hey, I'd love an iced latte at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Can you bring that to me? And they did. Also, check in, check out was so much easier because the butler plans it for you. They also set the reservations for you at the space. So if you want to go to one of the nicer restaurants, that requires reservations, you just text your butler and they'll set it all up for you. So that was an amazing part of having our own room, among many other things. And you can read all the description of what the room offers for each space. The food, you guys, I kind of thought it would be meh because it was all inclusive. It was insane. Some of it was like the legit gourmet Mexican food where I felt like I was eating in a very, very fancy Michelin star restaurant. They actually do have a Michelin star restaurant on property, but we weren't able to attend because they didn't have reservations available. However, we waited though, last minute. However, the food everywhere we went was phenomenal. You'll see in my video, they have like street carts, street food, which we ate and loved, but all of the restaurants just blew us out of the water. They made fresh tortillas in front of us in one of the restaurants, and it's all you can eat. So you literally can order whatever you want and you don't have to pull out your card. I would say this is just the best part for me. I am such a planner. When I plan trips, I have an itinerary. I am planning where we should eat, looking on Yelp. The transportation is always an issue. And I didn't realize until this trip how much time that sucks up of a vacation. Even though I kind of enjoy it, it was so nice to not have to do that. So, with this trip, I literally didn't have to do anything. For the activities, the shuttle comes every 20 minutes for most of them. When you're doing the Z Notes tour, or I think they call it C Notes, when you do that, you do have to schedule for the day and make a reservation. But ultimately, most of the parks, you just go down to the front lobby and they have a shuttle waiting for you, and it goes every 20 minutes and it returns every 20 minutes. So you can go on your own schedule. You don't have to plan transportation. It's wonderful. The restaurants are the same. You can go at any time. You can make a reservation if you wish, but it was kind of like on a whim. We just did whatever we wanted. It was nice not having to think about paying for the meals. I think paying in advance and then going on vacation and feeling like everything is free just gives a sense of joy and peace during the trip. So you're not worrying so much. Having the drinks prepared, I will say the drinks were definitely watered down. We're not big drinkers, but even when I would have a glass of wine, it tasted just like a very, very, very mild wine, which meant probably like a quarter cup of wine with the rest water. So be aware of that. Some people did buy alcohol before they came at the gas stations, or would just go to one of the places near the hotel to get something. So if that's a big important thing for you, definitely keep that in mind. It was not a party place. You'll hear me say this in the video. It was not wild. They shut everything down around 8 p.m. So this is not the place you go for a wild time. We went to have a nice, relaxing vacation. They have a whole section for families. They have a little family water park, a whole family building. So if this is a thing that you want to do with kids, you have full freedom to do it without having to worry about the adults. And if you're an adult traveling, you don't have to worry about the kids because they are really like separate spaces. Kids would come into the swim up bar pool, but it was very, very rare. So it is very family friendly, but it's also very adult friendly, which we loved. So the first night we got there super late, as I said. So we slept in the next morning and then we woke up and went to the rooftop pool. The hotel space that we stayed in, or the building, was called Casa Fuego. So if you reserve Casa Fuego, it is more expensive, but it basically gives you exclusive access to the rooftop pool, which you'll see in the video, and gave us the opportunity to be out there. It is very exclusive. If you have a wristband that they'll give you, you're not allowed to take anyone else up there with you if they do not have a wristband, even if they're your friend or a guest. So for us, it was kind of a bummer because we wanted to take people with us, but at the same time, it is really nice because it keeps it exclusive. And it is a beautiful pool. They have a bar up, they'll bring you drinks. You can also text your butler to have anything brought to you food wise if you wanted to do that. So that was probably one of the coolest experiences. And we just spent the whole day doing that and then exploring the hotel. Day two, we went to the Explore Park. So, this is one of those parks where you just go to the lobby, get on the shuttle that comes every 20 minutes, and go. We went ziplining. We ziplined above the rainforest, which was incredible. Then we went on these like 4x4 cars over rocks and over bridges and in the caves, which was really fun. A little less intense than we expected it to be, but really fun. We went cave swimming, which was so cool. And I would recommend, if you go to the Explore Park, do the longer cave swim. We went for the smaller one because we had already been going for the whole day, but it's so worth it to do the long one. And then they also have water activities, and we really loved just the zip lining was probably the coolest part. It is, if you're afraid of heights, I'm afraid of heights, and it was really nerve wracking, but I'm so proud of myself that I did it. And it was beautiful and so much fun. The third day, we had our friend's wedding, which was beautiful. If you're considering having a wedding here, it was on the beach. It was very quaint. There were probably about 40 people, and it was right on the beach alongside the river area, which looks like a beach side. And then we went through the caves to Las Cuevas, which you'll see in this video, and had the dinner there. You're literally eating dinner inside of a cave. It was stunning. And they were so, so happy that they ended up having the wedding here because it was beautiful. So we just hung out, we ate at Las Cuevas, and then we danced all night long outside on the beach. The fourth day, we kind of lounged. We woke up, we went and had breakfast, and then we went to the infinity pool. And then they also rent out kayaks for free. It's free, it's all inclusive, down by the river area. So when you're overlooking the infinity pool, you can see this beautiful river. And we went kayaking through that with friends, and they did paddle boarding. So you can do that for the morning. And then we decided to go to the Shell Ha Park, which is where we went parasailing, and we walked underwater with these helmets. So it's kind of like snorkeling, but with helmets. And you get to see all of the fish. We saw stingrays, and you're walking along this bar and just moving with a group of people. It was incredible. It was such a cool experience. So we did that. Those are not included. We paid extra for the parasailing and for the walking underwater. I think we probably paid a total of about $300 for both of us for those two activities total. Fifth day, we relaxed in our room. As you'll see in the video, we got upgraded from the pool room to the riverside, which I don't know if they actually even book reservations for this room. We just got really lucky, but it overlooks the river. And so we dove in from our room into the river and swam through this cove. We went through a little cave where we saw crabs going up the wall. And then we went into this beautiful cove, which was similar to where our friends got married, and then went up steps, and it took you right to the beach. So keep in mind, the beach is really rocky. It's not somewhere to lay out and hang out. And then we swam back to our room. We ordered a movie, room service, which as a mama, I needed that time to just rest and relax. They have a jet tub. So I used the jet tub, and it was just wonderful and so relaxing. And then the last day, we packed up our stuff. As I said, the butler for that room helped us get everything ready. They planned our checkout. They planned the bellboy to come and get all of the luggage. So it was really, really easy. The checkout was quick and so, so simple. We did see people checking out at night. So I would just really recommend not checking in or checking out at night because it seemed like it was pretty stressful for them. But during the day, they have shuttles coming constantly. Overall, the itinerary that we chose was wonderful and perfect for us. But the beautiful thing is, because it's all inclusive and you're not really on a schedule, you can do whatever you want. It was about 45 minutes in the shuttle from the airport to the hotel. So it was relatively quick and easy. Also, don't get freaked out with what you see when you're driving. It's definitely a different world than what you see when you get to the hotel. Oh my gosh, favorite part was all of it. I really loved our room. It was beautiful and literally perfect. It could not have been more perfect. I loved the food and all of the amazing restaurants. I loved the variety and I loved the rooftop pool. It was so cool and so much fun. Least favorite part, I would probably say the checking in process. That's really all I can think about. It was not the best. And then, of course, not being able to trust the water makes you feel a little wary. With taking showers, we kept our mouths closed during our showers and everything just to be super careful. But the hotel is really, really intentional. You don't ever have to worry when going to a restaurant. Everything is filtered. And then again, they provide the filtered water for the room. So if I had to pick something, it would be that. But to be honest, it was one of my favorite vacations I've ever taken. We didn't make it to Tulum. Our friends who planned to go to Tulum and leave Hotel Xcaret early, or Xcaret, I always say it differently, they wish they would have had more time at Hotel Xcaret. They loved the idea of going to Tulum, but they ended up actually dropping off their stuff and coming back. So I would say if you haven't been to this hotel, make enough time for it. I could have stayed another 4 days. And I read that online that people said, oh, I needed 14 days. And I thought, no way, I will be so homesick. But by day 6, I was like, oh my gosh, there's still so much to do. I wish we had more time. So consider enough time for your vacation. But that's everything. I hope I answer your questions. Feel free to comment below, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. And if you don't mind, please subscribe here. I'm going to hopefully be doing this way more as I travel and give you guys an idea of what our worlds look like as we travel through and try to give you as much helpful advice as I possibly can. But enjoy this video, this tour through Hotel Xcaret in Riviera Maya, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey, so I'm at the Hotel Xcaret, or Xcaret is what we like to call it, and I realized I didn't even know half of what to expect before I came on this trip. And so I wanted to give you a little run-through tour of the hotel. Behind me, you will see a large ramp that goes up toward the swim-up bar and pool. So we are right below the swim-up bar right now. There is a restaurant, one of the restaurants behind me. I apologize, this is not a professional video. It was a last minute decision to do it, but this is the beach area. This is the incredible view from one of the main pools. You have the swim up bar. We spent a lot of time at this pool with friends. We were here for a wedding. And then you have the option to eat at one of these restaurants, or you can go to one of the food carts that they have out. Also, while you're here, especially with family, you can see red macaws right next to the restaurant. We've also seen a monkey and an iguana. Hamburgers, burgers, that's what we're getting today. It smells delicious. These make, I think they're crepes. Hola! What is this?
Marquesitas.
What is that?
It's the same as crepe.
Okay.
It's crunch.
Crunchy.
Yes.
Okay. It's sweet.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
We've seen those being eaten all over the hotel. Also, one thing to keep in mind,
Oh, that restaurant I just showed you is called Trajinera, Mexicana and Viajera. I hope I said that right. But the pools do close at 8 p.m. So that is definitely something you want to keep in mind as you book, because it's definitely not a late night party spot at all, which we appreciate. It's not loud. It's very well taken care of. So I will show you this part of the pool as I go through. Go meet a friend so we can get some food. In regards to coronavirus, as long as you are by a pool or at a restaurant, they don't mind at all. However, if you are watching this in 2020, they do ask that you keep them on. Are they strict? Absolutely not. It's kind of up to the person's discretion whether they wear a mask or not. So you'll see some people wearing them, some people not. We wear them when we're not, usually at the pool or when we're with groups of people. Here's the pool area. We've spent a lot of time here. This is the path to the lobby. I see the lobby up there. And then that bridge goes to the rooms. And all of the rooms have a hammock outside overlooking the area. We decided to get one of the burgers across from the restaurant. Hey guys, so I am in Las Cuevas, which is a restaurant here at Hotel Xcaret, and it is inside of a cave. And through the cave you can see these little inlets, and we have thankfully not had rain since we've been here, but it is a welcome surprise because it's been pretty hot outside. So I want to show you the beautiful restaurant. See the water from every angle. You can see I'm getting the humidity. And then they cook this food openly, which you'll find a lot here. They have a lot of just open rotisseries and woks and all kinds of things. I'll show you. Thank you. lobby of the resort. Okay, so we're at Casa Fuego, and in order to get through the door, to get to Casa Fuego, to get to the rooftop pool, you have to use your little bracelet. But coming out, this is what you see. So incredibly beautiful. They're actually building some more hotels over that way. And this is a church, and they take trolleys up to the top.
So we had one room that was different the first night because they accidentally messed something up. And then, but this is our room. So pretty. I am in heaven. This is mine and Jesse's, like, this is our joy, is greenery and water. And then you can take steps down to get in, so you can count on the fact that we will definitely be doing that in the hotel. Hammock.
So you'll see these scan tags throughout the hotel, and they have cameras set up. They have one on top of the infinity pool as well, and it will shoot a photo of you right in front of here and then attach to a link for your room. Isn't that cool? I thought that was the neatest thing, so we just took a picture. We are headed back to our hotel to check out for the night. What a dream this place has been. And we were just told that they have a family building as well as a little family water park, so it's just separated. So if you're coming alone, you don't have to worry about a ton of kids, but if you have kids, there's so much to do for them. Hey, Jesse's on dad time. he's rushing to get us back, and I'm lazing my way through. Okay, what was your #1 favorite part of the trip? Aside from seeing all your loved ones and people that you haven't seen.
Explorer was pretty cool.
The park.
I like the park.
Yeah, which part of it? The zip line, I think, for me, was the most adrenaline filled. Oh yeah, river swimming through the caves. Yeah, the Explore Park was really cool. There's a shuttle every 20 minutes that goes there. So, and that one you can kind of come and go as you please, which is always really nice for these parks, so you can have your day and do what you want throughout the day and not worry about being on someone else's timeline. Every floor in Costa Fuego also has these cute little chairs. Instagram worthy. And all the tile work is amazing. Look at him go, you guys. I told him he's turned into such a dad. We are checking out now. There is our shuttle.
Hola.
Hola. Gracias.
Adelante, por favor.
Goodbye. This is a hard goodbye for me. There's the air-conditioned shuttle. So we just checked in. We used the little kiosks and they were super easy. It is definitely busy. We're here 2 hours prior to departure just to be safe and because dad time. You can probably tell I'm muffled. We're wearing our masks. And then we just drop off our bags at United and head to the plane. Okay. This is the inside of Cancun Airport. We just got through security. Easy peasy. It wasn't stressful. And now we're gonna go and find a gift for the kids.
All right.
You guys excited?
What do we do?
You guys,
Reach in?
you each got the same. Yeah, you can put your hand in and grab one, okay? Is it a lizard?
Reach in. Watch out, it might bite you.
No, you can't look. Just grab it.
Your eyes closed.
This.
It's a sucker.
Giant sucker.
It has lots of little suckers inside. Look at the picture.
This is big.
That's a huge
Whoa.
sucker, huh?
Yeah. I remember these. But I was really wanting a huge kiss.
Oh, a huge kiss?
Oh, we're not that one. So.
Oh.
Open it.
Next time we will, okay?
But it's fine
Want me
with
to help
this
you?
thing. It's fine with this. You don't like have to give me another thing. If you want me to. Open mine.
If you want me to love you more. No, we don't buy you presents for you to love us more. We buy them because we love you.
How about you open Saxon's first instead?
That's very kind of you, brother.
Whoa.
Dad.
Good job, Dad. Wait, is this a book? Wait, this is a book.
Oh.
Yay! Sucker! Wait, open it.
Hi guys.
See you
Thanks
guys.
for watching. Until next time.
Adios.
Hopefully soon. Bye. This is our alarm clock. That's literally what I woke up to this morning. Look at this. Wow. And here's our room. Wait, do it again. He's excited about the water. We're at a park in Riviera Maya. Trees. Hey, hey! Oh, look. Wow. Coming.